In this video, I will show you how to make a paper quilled marquise and a variation of it called a shaped marquise. I will first show this with the slotted tool and more traditional quilling paper, and then with the needle tool and heavier weight paper. All rolled quilling shapes start the same. Place a strip of paper into the slot of the tool and slide it down to the end of the strip and roll the entire paper strip. When you're finished, push it off the tool and release it, and then it will relax. Glue the tail down. Then to shape it, you're going to pinch both sides, but a tip before you do that is to find the seam of the coil that you just glued down and make that into one of the points. That will just make it look cleaner rather than having the seam on the side of the shape. So pinch both sides of the coil, and that's really all there is to the marquise shape. To make a variation on this, simply twist each side in opposite directions. To clarify, you're not rotating your wrist and twisting that way. It's staying on the same plane, if you will, and just pinch one side up and one side down. This is optional, but if you want a little bit more help rounding out the curves, you can roll each point around the handle of your tool. You might see this variation called a shaped marquise or a twisted marquise. I'll now show you with heavier weight paper and with the needle tool. This paper is also wider at 1/2 inch, but the main difference is that it's cardstock, so it's heavier. The first example I showed is with more traditional paper and the tool that most quilling artists use, but I do things a little bit differently, so here's what I do. With heavier paper, I start by softening the paper by running it between my finger and the tool, which just makes it easier to work with. With the tool at the end of the strip, start to curl the paper around the needle tool. This time, my hand that's holding the tool is still, and the other hand is the one that's doing the work. I usually just get it started, rolling it around the tool a few times, and then I take it off the tool and roll the rest by hand. From there, shaping it is the same. It's just the way that you started that's different. You glue the coil down and then pinch both sides to make the marquise, or you pinch and twist to make the shape marquise. Once again, you can pinch it around your tool if you want to curve out the sides as well. And that's all there is to it for the marquise and shaped marquise.